You get to stay around longer, my friend.
You're stuck with me now for a little bit.
13-7, Avery ends up winning his match. But that was down there. It was, or for third place, it was Matt Peterson. Wins there from GET. There will be no wrestle back from second to third, but there will be a wrestle back for Alt from River Valley against DePietro from Viroqua.
We've got, let's go down to the third place match on this one. Yep. We don't have anybody of area interest.
That's fine.
In the championship match. And we've got Richland Center's
Mason Jelinek.
Yes.
Mason Jelinek.
Brickle of River Valley.
Yep, we got River Valley Richland Center. That's not only both interest from this area, but always a fun rivalry in any sport for these two teams. Men and women's. So Moses ends up second. And Peterson from GET.
Jelenek's in trouble.
Ends up third.
Managed to get off his back.
Going to trail, though. He got out of there without giving up any near fall to Brickle. I'm sure maybe these two at least met somewhere along the line in maybe the RC tournament, or at least in the clash meet, clash duels anyway. In our championship match, we have Espen Sweers, fine junior, 42-6. There's a reversal by Jelinek, as now he's tied it up 2-2 with 45 seconds to go in the period. He takes on, in our championship, Sweers from Austin takes on Benny Green from Berlin, a nice freshman with a 29-9 record in that match. Then in our third place match, we have Aaron Dunnigan from GET Melmin as he takes on David Aguilar from Arcadia. Two freshmen going on down there in this fifth place match at 175. So in this case here, we're hoping both of these young men in the third place match are locking their positions in to go to Wisconsin Dells and give them both a continuation of their season. So I guess that's kind of where we're hoping at. At this point, it's too early to root for either one or see the other end root for either one, because not really sure any of them make any difference there. We do know that Brickle beat Dunnigan earlier in the day. Well, there you go, and Aguilar beat Jelinek beat Aguilar early in the day, so I guess it is kind of going to make a difference who wins either place. So depending on how they match up there, they both could still go. Still no score except for that tie down there, which now Brickle breaks that tie with a reversal in the second period, leads 4-2. And our championship match is still 2-1 in favor of Sweers as we're now in the second period. Then down in our fifth place match, it's no score, but it's right there for Dunnigan. He's on the verge of turning an armbar, but now he gave up on it, but now he's going to go for the cheap tilt, and he does get it. He does get at least two near fall. In the meantime, while we're looking down there, Jelinek got an escape that you got to see. So now it's 4-3 there with 1 minute to go in the second period. Now with Blake Brickle, the sophomore, leading Mason Jelinek, the junior, 4-3. With now 45 seconds. Nice double leg shot by Brickle there, and he's going to get the takedown, and now he's going to have a 6-3 lead in that match. We did finally have a score down there in that fifth place match, and that was Dunnigan from GET with he'll get a 2-0 lead and now got some more points, I believe, too. 5-2 in our championship match. That's Swears from Boston winning there as we're winding down to the end of the second period. And just as I look away, Jelenic gets turned again here, or for the first time. 6 seconds to go. He's got to fight this off. Gets out of that period, but he's going to give up 3 near fall, and now is going to trail 9-6 going into the third period. And Brickell has choice, and Brickell chooses neutral. So Mason's got a big hole and change of events down there in that 5th place match. What do you got, Carl?
Aguilar with the little headlock right now, and it's looking pretty dangerously close to a pin, and Aguilar's going to come from behind. I guess it was tied.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was behind 2. He got a takedown.
And Jelenic beat Aguilar, so that actually plays in his favor. Because now he's locked into 4th, no matter what. And the only way there'd be a wrestle back there if Jelenic makes a comeback here and comes back and wins this match and pushes Brickell down there to wrestle Aguilar. Championship match is 7-3 now in favor of Swears. And just as I say that, they almost scored near fall points there, but they went out of bounds. Mason in danger of getting turned again. Brickell's trying to lock in his spot there. Brickell has already been defeated by Green from Berlin, so I guess if it ends in both matches the way the scores are right now, we won't have any wrestlebacks at 175. Nice shot by Swears there. Could get the takedown, and yes he does. Brickell picks up 3 more near fall and now is leading 14-3 with 30 seconds in both matches. So it's looking very possible that this weight class is done and we won't have any wrestlebacks here. Espen Swears will end up in 1st place. Ben Green will end up in 2nd place. Blake Brickell will end up in 3rd place. And Mason Jelenic will end up in 4th place. 10-4 in your championship match, and 14-3 in your 3rd place match. And that will complete 175. Back to you, Carl.
Well, we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors while we have a little bit of a break in the action. The Torkelson Funeral Home, Tractor Central, Vernon Electric, and Vespach Oil, all sponsors of today's wrestling action. Along with the Viroqua VFW and the Viroqua Dental Center and Viroqua's Village Market and Ray's Gas and Goodies.
Okay, in your champion match, we sit up here in the Mauston crowd. So Hayden Gillen is your one representative out there. Your fine junior with a 44-3 record. But he takes on a good senior from Richland Center, and that's Cole Brenninger with a 36-7 record in your championship. Didn't even get to the 5th place match down there, and that was McEacham from Prairie du Chien coming up with another quick fall over Conway from River Valley. That was in the first 16 seconds there, looks like. Yep. No, 26 seconds. No, 16 seconds that was. So he picks up some more points for Prairie du Chien with the pin down there. Back to our 3rd place match. That is Sullivan King from Black River Falls, as he is taking on Martin, Jacob Martin, the sophomore from Berlin. Right now, Hayden and Brenninger are going at it. Kind of a puzzle mix-up there, but then Hayden comes up on top and gets the first takedown and the first points of that match. There's a 2-0 lead on the other end, and that would be for Martin from Berlin. So 2-0 in both bouts here after the quick pin down there in our 5th place match. looking at the team scores, it's kind of a done deal now. Prairie's got it all sewed up, Carl. It's just a matter of, finish out, our place winners, because GET sets very solidly in second place. So those are going to be your two teams that are going to wrestle Tuesday night, and probably see the likes of, if I was a betting man, I would say Lodi, and then in second place it's kind of a guess. I'm really kind of hoping for Darlington Blackhawk, but Evansville's got a nice squad with the defending state champion Danny Heiser up there, kind of leading the way for them. We get a chance before we sign off. Maybe you can look ahead and see. You already look and kind of, I did anyway, cheated ahead and saw that at Fenimore there's going to be, Fenimore's going to be the lead there, and they're going to be wrestling along with Iowa Grant. But if I was a betting man there, I would say Iowa Grant's going to have to go through Aquinas before they can get into the championship match against Fenimore. Still looking down there on mat number 1, 5-0 now in favor there. He's got a headlock in against King, and King's trying to figure out how to get out of that. Now he's settled in pretty nice there, and there's the fall. So there's your third place winner at this point, and he has to, Martin, right now he's hoping for Brenninger to come back and make a comeback. Otherwise, that's the best he's going to do is third place. And King from Black River Falls, he's going to have to come back. And I don't believe he's ever saw the Prairie du Chien wrestler Eacham. So that's definitely going to be a wrestle back there for Black River Falls back here at 190. Championship match, we're down to a minute to go. Got a Warren stalling there against Gillen. 2-0, 1:05 left in the second period. Coach Chamber down there giving a little bit of words of advice to Gillen. Nice suck back there by Gillen. He has Brenninger in a lot of trouble here in the 190-pound weight class. Could be over here real quick. Steps across in that Saturday position, and it's all over. Hayden Gillen gets a fall here with 41 seconds left in the second period. So that would be a 2:19 fall, or 3:19, excuse me. 3:19 for the fall for Hayden Gillen. He'll advance as a super regional champion for the Mauston Necedah Co-op. He will be your first place finisher. Cole Brenninger will be your second place finisher. And then Jacob Martin will be your third place finisher. And your other qualifier remains to be seen, as there'll be a matchup between Prairie du Chien and Blackhawk there. Now we switch to our attentions here very shortly to 2:15. We're going to focus most of that. I'm going to be a little bit greedy here, and we're going to watch Teague Perkins because he's a senior, and he's coming off an injury and really kind of rooting for him, kind of like we were doing for Radke. So to see if he can solidify himself to at least get through here and live for another week and hopefully give, I'm not going to be specific with his injury, but to give that injury a chance to regroup another day. Championship match, though, we have the fine young wrestler from Prairie du Chien out there, Blake Theory, only one loss on the year as a junior. He takes on that Braden Lockington, and that was just a super semifinal match between him and Teague Perkins. So he's got a tough row to hoe there. Near a fall down there in our our fifth place match, and there is a young man from Arcadia, that would be Rodriguez. He beat Silverig from Watoma Wild Rose, and so he will move on right now in fifth place, and he will hope for a wrestle back there. Has he wrestled Hanson yet today? Yes, he has. So if right now, if it stays kind of the way it is right now, him winning down there and Teague is out in front 2-0 in his match, and Theory is out 2-0 in his match, that would kind of just throw this weight class away that there are no wrestlebacks. Always, that's a little bit of, in this case, especially today, I don't really like having wrestlebacks in the upper weight classes. Even as official, I didn't like them there. But we'll have to see here because we do have Braden Kleppe coming up right now, and he's in the place to qualify. We'll have to see where he ends up for the day.
Locking just got called for stalling on the bottom. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Theory leading 2-0.
I wonder why. I won't say who's reffing this match.
And Lockington was one of the guys that my daughter used to wrestle.
Oh, really?
Back in the youth
programs?
days.
Yeah. The youth programs are always fun because it's mano on mano there, and sometimes, especially in the younger grades, the female athletes sometimes can be a hair ahead of the male athletes, or at least on an equal basis as far as physical strength and agility. So yeah, there's some good matches there. Teague Perkins here with 4 seconds to go is leading 2-0. And we're in the second period, and Theory is up 2-0. He's in the down position, though, starting the second period. As soon as I say that, he pops out and gets an escape, and each comes in quick with that favorite roll of yours and hangs onto it and puts Lockington right to his back. So that was that Kelly roll through, or whatever you like to call it.
And right into
the Barbie wire, or whatever you want to call it. And now he's got Lockington in a lot of trouble. Theory is he's the real deal this year, but there's supposedly a really good kid, I believe, from Two Rivers or something like that, that's ranked ahead of him, which is hard to believe, but there is. So right now he's number 2 in the state.
He's going to get the pin.
He gets the pin. Yeah, it's Two Rivers. Chase Mathis. Yep. So 250? Yep, 250 with a pin time for Theory from Prairie Sheen.
And Lockington beat Theory. Or not.
Beat Perkins.
Lockington beat Perkins.
Yep, so if it stays the way it is right now, Hansen has already wrestled Rodriguez. So if Teague continues to win down here, which he's right now leading 4-0, there will be no wrestlebacks. And for missing last week, he's not showing a lot of ill effects from it. But you can tell he's maybe not still 100% here. He's got himself in a good position here right now to get a nice cross-face turret. The only thing that maybe is going against him here is he's running out of real estate. Here the coaches say pulling back on. 45 seconds to go and they go out of bounds. Still holding that 4-0 score. Just needs to stay solid here, Carl, and just not really take any serious chances, but take advantages of, where maybe Hansen puts himself at risk. Stop the first move, but Hansen comes back to get on his feet again. Again, driving in from that near side. Doing a nice job riding. Needs to get a good breakdown here and get Hansen down on his belly. Now he's got an arm bar in. Needs to just continue to drive that. Trying to thump it over a little bit. Now brings him back to the mat again. He has his shoulder down. Maybe could even reach across underneath and get that. Or even just pop his head underneath there. Time running down now, so now is the case of just being a little bit more careful and holding on here and riding this period out with that 4-0 lead. That's where it's going to be. Now we're going to see choice is green. In green, and that is Hansen. That'd be Jaron Hansen, a junior with a 23-22 record. He's going to choose neutral, which probably a good bet here if you're trying to make a big move against a very experienced Teague Perkins. That's a good call for him, Carl.
Yes.
He shoots in on a decent single leg, but gets sprawled out right away. And with the cross face that Teague's got in there, it's not going to be long here, and he's going to give up the takedown. And as soon as the hands break there, he does give it up. So now it's 6-0 in favor of Teague Perkins. Just now needs to ride this out, finish in third place, and give himself another week to rest and see what Wisconsin Dells brings. This is what they call the survival time of the year. You just need to survive. And then once you get to the state tournament, who knows what happens. There's been many, many years we've seen young men go down there in third place or, barely qualifying, and then all of a sudden turn it on down there at the state tournament and let her fly. One that comes mind right away and is really close to you and to Viroqua. I remember Ryan Hanna coming out of this Richland Center sectional in a third place and went down there. Not did he beat everybody, but he beat everybody who beat him at the sectional and ended up a state champion. That was a fun year too because I happened to be down there as an official officiating the matches. And I didn't do any of Ryan's matches, but I got to sit right next to Eric and Bill Hanna, and that was a lot of fun.
How bad?
He had him in a lot of trouble there. Scored 2 near fall, but now he just needs to be careful here to not get caught in anything funky. Yeah, you can still see he knows. And I can see right now, and so can you, Carl, where we don't want to talk about. But luckily, there's not much time left. There's only 10 seconds left. Just needs to hold everything off and not get himself in any danger spots. Yeah, he really bumped something there now, and he's just hiding it now, Carl. 8-1, though, he wins. Lives for another week. We'll see what happens. Let's wish the man all kinds of luck next week. And it kind of looks like maybe he's going to need some of that. That solidifies this weight class. And Jaron Hansen, even though he finishes 4th, he will advance. So now we're down to our last championship match. You got any more sponsors you need to get in there, buddy, before we get done?
I do, but the boss is calling, so I'm going to...
The boss is calling? Well, that's because he's done already, and he's wondering where he can buy a soda. In our championship match, then, we'll talk about that as Jake Simmons, the #1 seed from Prairie du Chien. He takes on Cisco Jimenez from GET Malmin. And I don't think anything... Oh, there's going to be a takedown in... Oh, we're going to call fleeing the mat there, I think. Oh, a takedown and escape. 2-1 is what I thought it was going to be. So Jimenez got taken down, and he now trails Simmons 2-1. In our third place match, we have Maphis from Black River Falls. He's taking on Braden Kleppe. That's 0-0 at the moment. And then in our 285 fifth place match, we have Gordon from Mauston. He'll be taking on Hensley from Wisconsin Dells. I'm sure those two saw each other last week at the SCC championships on Friday night. So we're sitting there watching the championship match, which has implications of the 2 qualifiers for next week at the Tuesday team tournament sectionals at River Valley High School. Typically there's 5 o'clock weigh-ins with first match at 6 o'clock down there if you're looking to go. Should be some great wrestling between Prairie du Chien, GET, and if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say Lodi, and probably I'm going to still stick with my choice of Darlington Blackhawk coming out of that other Dodgeville super regional down there going on right now. So they're just announcing now on the PA that they're going to use all 3 mats to catch up on wrestlebacks here. I do believe we have a fair number of them going on. Still not totally sure. Aha, now I see why we're missing out here. He'll have a lot of explaining to do on that one. I'm sure it was necessary. Found our official to do match number 5th place match down there as they get that started. Look at our championship match here right now. It's 4-2 in favor of that would be Jimenez, and now Jimenez has got him locked in a headlock. And this match here at 285 could be done real quick, trying to make sure he doesn't roll off. But in Simmons' defense, he's doing a nice job of squirming here. If nothing else, he's staying from getting pinned. He's in a world of hurt here, though. Jimenez is sucking him back in. It's 6-3 for sure. And with the 3 near fall, it's going to be 9-3. Now he's dragging him in. Now is when it really could get close. Now he just needs to lay back down a little bit, Carl. It should be all over.
Ahead. That should be it right there.
There it is. So that's kind of a little bit of a icing to come back, or licking of their finality there for GET to get that at the end, to give them some reprieve of finishing second here as far as the team score.
And Simmons beat Maphis.
Yep, beat Maphis. So if Kleppe can win down there, he could, more importantly, just want to see him win so he can go next week. And then secondly, then if he gets a win down there, he could guarantee him a shot at second place. And as soon as I say that, he gives up a reversal. But he's still got a lot of time left here, 30 seconds in this period, plus the whole 3rd period. Now they're even getting geared up here, so we're going to have to regroup a little bit, Carl, because they're looking to toss out some wrestlebacks already. Or maybe they're not going to let them go. That's a smart move. They shouldn't start wrestlebacks until they get through these championships or placement matches. The one thing that'll help this year, and we haven't talked a whole lot about, we kind of talked a little bit earlier when we were going through that first round of the prelims and then getting into the quarterfinals. Now with only a 30-second break between this match and your next match, if there's a wrestleback, that won't be quite as much as a delay if we end up with something up here in the upper weights. Right now it's 2-0 down there in favor of Maphis over from Black River Falls, and that would be him going into the 3rd period. Kinanu from Black River Falls. And then in our other match down there that's got going, that's right now I believe the young man from Wisconsin Dells out in front with a 6-2 lead over Gordon from Boston. In the 3rd period now, Kleppe down, which is where I thought he would choose. But Maphis is doing a nice job riding in over top. Oh, there you go. Things turn around down there. Crowd can let us know about that as Gordon from Boston comes back with a pin down there. And so now he's gave himself a shot. Who's he looking to win down here? He already wrestled Jimenez, so he really...
Well, he needs Maphis to win.
I don't think it makes any difference. He hasn't wrestled either one.
No.
He lost to Jimenez, so he's good to go with either one of them. So that's not good for us because that means we have a 5-4 wrestle back at 285.
Well, Ken is on his way here.
Oh, he is, huh? I noticed you kind of gave me that little slight smile because I knew you're not going to stick around to 285. He's on his way, huh? The benefits of having 4 mats.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. They could get 4 down here, but they kind of like it to, because they do put 4 down for the Invitational, but they do kind of like it to a little more room on the ends, a little more seating. Today for the Super Regional, they had plenty of seating, so they could have done it, but it's still, at this point, we're only at 5:30. And we haven't got into the wrestlebacks, but we should easily be out of here by 6:30, maybe 6:45. There's 3 mats going with wrestlebacks, and I don't know what the total number is. I can see the head ref, though, is looking at getting out of here.
Yep, he's like, we're going.
Yeah, we're going to go here now.
So that
2-1.
The first wrestleback will be at 120.
120, yep.
Okay. Keanu Maphis is going to...
Yep, he's going to end up with... Oh, wow, that came close. But one way or the other, Kleppy's day is still going to be going on because now he's going to have to wrestle back to get in that match.
And Simmons beat Maphis. So no
wrestle for 2-3. All right, that's good. Yeah, Simpson beat Maphis. So BFR is there, which he is the 3rd place. Maphis. Now Kleppy has to come back here, and he has to wrestle for 5th place.
We've got 13, 20, and 26 on the mats right now.
All right. So at 13, that is GET against Mel Min, or GET Mel Min against Wisconsin Dells. So that's Perney going against Earlson in one match there. And then at 120 here, that is back here in the 5th place match. That's GT, which is Banzi taking on Watoma, which is Lensma. Yep. And that's Arcadia down there, isn't it?
Well, and that's
126. Excuse me. All right, yeah. That's here at 120. That's right out in front of us. So right now, you got it on mat 1. We'll just leave it there because that's a GT wrestler at 113.
Hurd. So it's Hurd and Badillo at 26.
Down there, right? Yeah, we'll stay here on mat 1 because that's Perney out here. He's wrestling Earlson. That's basically, Perney was the 2 seed, and he's wrestling Earlson, who was the 3 seed. So 26 down there. So 6 must be done already. Yeah, that's done. 1 through 4 is done there. So we're at 13, 20, and 26.
Well, I've got the last few sponsors I'd like to rattle off.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got the Viroqua Wrestling Club, Westby Truck and Equipment, LLC, Wang Farms, LLC, the Westby Wrestling Club, the Westby Co-op Creamery, WCCU, Westby Rod and Gun, and the Rockton Grill, Wright Insurance, the Riverdale Wrestling Club, and of course, Ken Manning and Western Wisconsin Video Productions, bringing you today's match as we wrap things up on our tournament trail towards the Kohl Center. All the 1st through 4th place finishers today heading on to Wisconsin Dells next Saturday.
So we got a first going on, a 2nd to 3rd match here, which really just makes a seeding difference as far as next week. So both of these young athletes down here on mat number 1 are going to be wrestling the Dells.
Well, why don't we turn down to this mat 20 right here, or 120 matchup, because that has state implications, right?
Yep, that's fine.
So
you bet.
Banzi.
Yep, that's Banzi, who's got a shot here
5th.
to get back in. He's looking to get 4th place against Lensma from Watoma Wild Rose. Got a little blood time there right now, but that's fine. Because down there, both those wrestlers are going. And down here at 126, although that one down here also has implications of who's going to get to go next week and who's not.
Right now, Badillo is leading that match over Hurd of Prairie du Chien by a score of 4-0.
Yep, Mason Hurd, the sophomore, is already going to get to wrestle in team sectionals Tuesday night, but now he's trying to stay with the rest of his teammates to wrestle in Wisconsin Dells in the individual portion.
I suppose you'll probably have me for quite a while because I don't know when they're going to start doing awards.
Oh, well, I'll keep you as long as I can, Carl. I'm not trying to get rid of you. I was trying to find for ways to keep you.
I'll stick around until I get the text, hey, we're getting out of here.
You got to find Getter here and take away the truck keys or whatever. Or the bus keys or whatever.
Well, those are in my pocket, so we're safe there.
They're safe there? Oh, he hasn't come for them yet, so we're in good shape. Uh-oh, they're going to give out awards there now. See, that might change part of what you're talking about. 4-0 down there at 126. The young man from Arcadia winning down there, and that's Badillo. And still...
they still got a period to go.
Okay. Yep, period to go down there. We are in the second period on mat number 1. It's 4-2 there now in favor of Kosman, winning there at 113 over Perney from GET Melmin. And then our 120 bout for 5th place. There we have 11-1 score right now in favor of Bancy as he's trying to get himself back into this tournament. The state tournament with a win here against Watoma, which would be Lensma. So he's got Bancy is a freshman, but freshman in some of these better programs like Prairie du Chien and GET and some of the other ones, they're like seniors from other schools.
Yeah. There, I was caught up.
Oh, were you? Sorry.
Get that out of the way.
Ken always tells me to wrap that around my neck so I don't rip it off the table. He's getting to know me too well. Well, winding down here in all these, we got 4-4 though now in that match down there at 113 in 3rd place, or 2nd to 3rd, I should say. And then they're going to go to the 3rd period in the 120 match for 5th place. And the 126 down at the far end, they're just wrapping up the second period, and it is 7-0 now in favor of Badillo over Hurd from Prairie du Chien. Our next bout then, I think, is going to jump up a ways. 32 looks like it's done. 38 looks like that's where we got to find out if Radke's going to.
32, Solberg have a match? No, Solberg doesn't.
Well, I think Solberg had lost to Surrey. Yeah, Surrey. So he doesn't get a match. 32 is done. Next one would be 38, and that's where we're going to find out if Radke is able to come out or not. He has to wrestle Fry from GT, who's sophomore. That could be interesting. 11-2 down there in the 126 bout. Still in favor of Skater back there to Badillo. 5-4 now with 15 seconds to go, and there.
Badillo's trailing. Hurd is green.
Oh, I got that wrong. Sorry. Thanks, Carl.
Hurd was ahead, or was behind early, but he's taking a commanding lead.
Now he's kind of pounding on him. Okay. 14-1 now out here at 120, and that's in favor of.
And that's going to be your match, Tech Fall.
Tech Fall.
Yep. So Banzy is going to move up to 4th place and punch his way to the Dells next weekend.
Well, that's good at 120. Banzy gets 4th place.
Finish off the other match with implications.
7-4.
Hurd with the pin, 13. It was 13-2 before the pin. So 150.
So Radke is going to come out at 38. And at 44, well, at 150, that appears to be...
Can get all my crap laid out here.
That should be GT. Oh, that's looks like Arcadia.
Ortiz.
That's Arcadia against Watoma down there for fourth place.
Abbott's from Wild Rose.
Watoma Wild Rose. Radke down here at 138 and at 144. We have.
We'll go down to Radke's match.
I think that's a good idea. Got a young man trying to keep his season alive, fighting through an injury. 144. We got Radke in good shape down there.
Well, Radke had enough in the tank.
Yes. Gotta really applaud the young man. He came through with it. Lives another week. Good luck to him.
Hopefully he can get
some more healing time there, yep.
So we'll go over to the River Valley match. No, we don't have anybody really of area interest. So we'll stay over at Wild Rose Watoma.
Do we have a GT coming out here at mat number 1?
50. Oh, that's the other. That's Windsor and Perkins.
Yep, we can swing down there. That'll be Purdy Sheen and GT going on there. .126, that was Purdy Sheen that won down there, right? Yeah, that was Hurd. So he got 4th there. And at 113, that was Earlson that won there. Yeah, Earlson won there. Wisconsin Dells won there. So that was 2, 3, and then Kosman was 4.
So this is going to be Landon Windsor of Melman GET and Perkins.
Jackson Perkins from Purdy Sheen.
And this is for second place, true second.
True second, yep. Then at 144, that's a 4th, 5th place matchup between Adams Friendship, which is Blasik. And he's wrestling Mauston, which is Romanelli. And then down there is 150 for 5th place. And like you said, that's Ortiz, which there was a fall there, though, by Sir at 144.
Adams Friendship, that Blasik is hurt. He came down hard.
Did he? Well, that's too bad. That would be Mauston winning that, and he will end up 4th. That is,
he's out.
Romanelli. Didn't see that, and hopefully didn't.
It didn't look that bad.
Hopefully we didn't have that on camera too. So.
No, we were down on mat 1.
Good. Never like to see anybody get hurt, but it's even less so that you film it. So now we're finishing up here with 150 on both of these matches. That would finish 144.
Next one up will be 57, be Blaine Permer fighting to keep his hopes and dreams alive against Larson. Larson from River Valley.
He's already in 4th place. He just needs to hang on to it. No, that's not good. Maybe it's just a first aid kit. Still breathing, all right, that's good. Not sure if that was AD or that was the first aid kit. In the meantime, as long as we have a break here, and they're still wrestling on those two mats, we're going to come through and we're going to read place finishers, at least as many weight classes as we can read. So at 106, your champion was Colton Casa from GT Melmin. He will be followed through by Hunter Reed from Prairie du Chien in second place. Your third place finisher will be Layden Miller from Austin Nisita, and your fourth place finisher will be Owen Zaragoza, from Arcadia. So that's the four going through at 106. At 113, your champion is Ethan Haiti from Richland Center. Your runner-up will be Nick Earlson from Wisconsin Dells. Your third place finisher, Coda Perney from GET Melmin, and then Porter Kossman from Prairie du Chien finishes fourth. At 120, your champion will be Drake Gazda from Mauston, Nisita. Second place finisher will be Logan Breska from Arcadia. Third place, Carter Jensen from Nakusa Port Edwards. And fourth place was Brody Bansi from GT Melmin. At 126, your champion was Sawyer Ostrom from Nakusa Port Edwards. Second place was Caleb Weissman from Adams Friendship. Third place was Marty Platt from Wisconsin Dells. And fourth place was Mason Hurd from Prairie du Chien. At 132, Drake Ingham was your champion. Second place went to Jacob Bertling. Third place to Jace Titzer from GET Melmin. And Alex Sir just finished here as your fourth place finisher at 132. At 138, your champion will be Mason Baumgartner from Prairie du Chien. Second goes to Bodie Wallner from Adams Friendship. Third to Gavin Tritz from 150. That was who
Perkins
won
just won his wrestleback match for true second. Over Landon Windsor of Melman GET.
Okay. And then fourth place is still going on, right?
And we're gonna keep the camera on one because it's got the wrestleback match for Anthony DiPietro.
Okay.
At 165.
That's good. Let's go there. And we're going to go live to that 165-pound bout. And Carl's going to take the call on that. So go ahead, Carl.
All right. Well, Anthony DiPietro's hopes are still alive. He's got Hunter Alt, from River Valley.
Well, he jumped up to 65. They must have had the other one called somewhere else.
Alt ended up losing to Peterson from Melman GET. Peterson surprised DiPietro in the semifinal match, or the quarterfinals, I should say, to send him back to the backside where he defeated Weaver of Adams Friendship in a fall. And now he's fighting for his chance at fourth place.
Sudden victory down there in that Arcadia-Watoma match.
Alt's going to get the takedown, and DiPietro able to circle back over, get a reversal, tie it up at 2-2. 55 seconds to go.
I think there was a takedown by DiPietro first,
takedown.
Then a reversal, then a reversal back. So now it's 4-2. Same thing. It's still 2-point lead for DiPietro. Scramble down there in that sudden victory match. Oh, wow, the young man from Arcadia came back and got it.
And that's Ortiz.
He ends up fourth.
So he got fifth and then wrestled his way back to fourth.
Yep, he sure did. That could have went either way for both of those. 24 seconds here left in DiPietro's first period. 4-2 in that bout. We'll see where we're going to go to next down here, because I think actually our wrestlebacks are winding down too. This is at 165. Although I do think Primer went that way.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have a 157 for true second, and that should be Johnson from GET taking on Earlson from Wisconsin Dells. That's going on down there on mat number 3. We'll maybe go down there after we watch the end of DePietro's match here. Going into the second period, Carl, go ahead.
Well, we're going to start the second period. Alt has his choice. He's going to go down to start the second period. He trails by a score of 4-2.
First call for the 150-pound weight class. First call, 150. Report to the right ahead table.
They're winding up matches or awards pretty quick there, so
Yeah, they're kind of calling them as they finish.
gonna have to get those keys out of your pocket pretty quick though. You got Primer here in the delay mode here, and then they might gonna have to move his match.
Yes. They must be able to assign matches to mats now with track.
Well, I think it was already on deck. I didn't look, but I think it was already on deck out here in our match that we unfortunately have an injury that occurred, and I think they're going to have to now reassign it. And I haven't seen it reassigned yet. Maybe I have to hit refresh up here and see if I can get something to go there.
DePietro working the head lever along the left side of Alt.
Yeah, Primer's match has now been reassigned down to mat number 3 as soon as this match that's going on down there is done. And they don't really have any others, so maybe we might be getting close to the end of our wrestlebacks. Primer's could be the last one. There's a fall down there, and that is in favor of the young man from Peterson.
So Peterson wrestled his way back to...
No, that was Johnson down there, right? 157, yeah, that was Johnson. He stayed in his spot.
Yes. So I was reading the 65-pound.
Yeah, that's fine. Johnson stays in 2, and Earlson ends up in 3, and then we still have Primer's match to decide down there.
And Primer is on the mat right now.
Yep. I'll keep, or do you want to switch? Do you want to watch Primer's and watch the rest of this one?
Yeah, if you want to call this one, I'll watch.
You keep an eye on Primer's match. Okay, we're in the second period with 15 seconds to go, and Anthony is still out in front 4-2. Needs to pick this single leg up here, though, and not give up some points here at the end of the period. Hanging on pretty decent, but now Alt doing a good job of breaking that grip and might at least get an escape here at the end of the period. But did hang on. Nice job, Anthony.
So they're waiting down here on Primer's match. Primer will be wrestling another River Valley gentleman, Ty Larson.
Yep. Was Larson
his chance to stay?
Yep. Larson upset Bodendine, not upset, but beat Bodendine there in the original 5th place match. Third period, though, Anthony with that nice 4-2 lead and in the down position. Like his chances there, Carl.
Yes. Got good wrist control, going to take and hopefully put that on the other side of his head.
You keep calling that as long as Primer isn't wrestling. You were good luck for him.
I hope so. Now DePietro, no. Oh, yes, he got warned for stalling. That was second one, so they gave Alt a point. It's 4-3 as he's locked up an armbar on the far side.
Needs to spin through that. There it comes.
He's going to stand up and reverse through.
Yes.
6-3 the score for DePietro.
I called that one for you.
You sure did.
Well, Primer's in action down there. So you stay.
I'll keep with DePietro. We got a minute 10 remaining.
And I'll keep you up to date on Primer as they're just going takedowns.
Near fall criteria. We got 3, holding 3. So right now the score is 9-3 DePietro as he keeps wiggling his way into a tighter pinning combination. Now moved over to the Saturday Night Ride. Now he'll break that, get his 3, 9-3 the score. 42 seconds remain as DePietro is getting ready, hopefully, to punch his ticket down to Wisconsin Dells.
Be kind of northeast. Sorry. 0-0 down in my match. I'll give a better update.
From here. Still kind of northeast from Viroqua, but less northeast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're going from. I see. You're going
My
from Viroqua.
compass is-
I was talking about from here. Yeah, but from Viroqua, you might be right. That would more be probably southeast, maybe.
Well, Alt's
closer.
going to give up a stalling point. 10-3 the score. And that will be your final. And DePietro will take his place.
Shucks, I was going to tell you to flip it down to Primer as he just got the fall with 38 seconds to go. So 1:22 his fall time. And those two gentlemen get to ride together next week.
Yes, they do. So Viroqua will send 2.
So that was at
Congratulations to those guys.
150. That was Primer that just won there, right? Yeah, Primer. Well, that was DePietro I'm looking for here. Oh, here. Primer 4. And then here, DePietro is down here. So he's 4. I thought, and there we go. Yeah, I thought we had some more wrestlebacks. Yeah. So now we're going to go to 190.
285 transferred to Matt Reed.
Yeah, I think that might be the last one they're calling at 285. But right here we're doing 190. And this is a 4-5 matchup between, that would be McEacham from Prairie du Chien as he takes on King from Black River Falls. And then our other wrestleback is going to be between Braden Kleppe from Richland Center as he's going to be taking on from Mauston, Dawson Gordon. That's going to be down on mat number 3. And so we're going to, if you could pan that by in a way that misses that.
Well,
I want to go to mat number 3 if you can.
you want to wait till they start wrestling?
I think they're about ready to, maybe not. Let's stay where we're at and stay on this mat until they do get, I thought they're just getting their headgears on and they're going to go, but maybe they're waiting some sort of time. Match we're watching right now is a match between McEacham, Jack McEacham Jr., wrestling from Black River Falls, Sullivan King. And Jack McEacham, he wants to keep punching his ticket and riding with his teammates, not only to the team tournament at River Valley, but he says, I want to go to Wisconsin Dells too as a wrestler. And he's got a nice headlock in right now and could secure the fall here and punch that ticket. Oh, nice job by King to kind of punch himself back. But he's still got him held there, still trying to secure that headlock. And now King rolls him through, and now the turntails are the other way. And now we're going to see that maybe if the tails turn the other way. Oh, there it was.
Oh, Sander King.
Yep. Yes, he did. One heck of a comeback there. And he will end up in 4th place at 190. So now we're down to waiting for our last match here, which is going to be down on mat number 3. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, we're going to try to catch up here with some of these other placement matches here. Probably, I think I read some of these, but we're going to read back through them again. At 138, we have Mason Baumgartner. He was your champion. Bodie Wallner was in 2nd place. Gavin Tritz was in 3rd place. And Noah Ratke was in 4th place. At 144, your champion was Drew Hurd of Prairie du Chien. 2nd place was Jackson Blaken from GET Melmin. 3rd place was Mason Schulte from River Valley. And 4th place was Mason Romanelli from Boston Nakusa. At 150, your champion was Wyatt Knockreiner from River Valley. 2nd place was Jackson Perkins through the wrestleback. 3rd place was Lanson Windsor from GET Melmin. And 4th place was Alberto Ortiz from Arcadia. At 157, your champion was Bryce Lenzendorf from Prairie du Chien. Now we're going to switch down there to that match for third place. We'll come back to that 157 weight class in a second as we're going to watch Braden Kleppy's match. This should be our last wrestleback for the day, and then we'll do a wrap-up, finish up these last place winners that we read, and then we will call it a day and set things up for Wisconsin Dells and for River Valley for next week. We said earlier, before this match got going here, first warning for stalling against that would be Gordon from Boston Nakusa, as Kleppy's so far been chasing him around the mat. As we mentioned earlier, your team champion today is going to end up being Prairie du Chien, as Braden Kleppy did get the first takedown, now trying to drive him to the mat. And as we've seen with a lot of 285-pounders, once one gentleman gets on top, these matches can end quickly. He's got a minute to go here. He's trying to work on that double armbar or double gut shock or barbed wire or whatever. But now he's just switching off to just drove him down and looking for a power half.
Well, I'm going to have to...
You going to bail on me, sir?
I'm going to have to bail, but it was nice working with you.
All right, it's always a pleasure. Good luck next week. Good luck to your daughter.
I'm going to sign off, so you guys have fun.
All right.
See you at some point.
All right, good deal. Take care. This match is going to be over here maybe real quick, and there it is. Braden Kleppy gets the fall and wins to complete his placing of fourth place there for Richland Center. So quickly, we're going to come back and we're going to hit these place finishers starting at 157, and then we'll wrap this up and give you the completion of this tournament. As we mentioned, the team scores there: Prairie du Chien at 295, GET at 243.5. Those are your team qualifiers for River Valley. Back at 157, we read off Bryce Lenzendorf was your champion. Gunnar Johnson in second place from GET Mel Min. Third place was Sam Earlson from Wisconsin Dells, and fourth place was Blaine Primer from Viroqua. At 165, your champion was Jeremy Avery from Prairie du Chien. Second place was Wyatt Moses from Black River Falls. Third place was Braden Peterson from GET Mel Min, and fourth place was Anthony DiPietro from Viroqua. At 175, your champion was Espen Sweers from Boston. Nicita. Ben Green was in second place from Berlin. Third place was Blake Brickle from River Valley, and fourth place was Mason Jelenic from Richland Center. At 190, your champion was Hayden Gillen from Boston Nicita. Second place was Cole Brenninger from Richland Center. Third place was Jacob Martin from Berlin, and fourth place was Sullivan King from Black River Falls. Then at 215, your champion was Blake Theory from Prairie du Chien. Second place was Braden Lockington from GET Mel Min. Third place was T. Perkins from Richland Center, and fourth place was Jaron Hansen from Boston Nicita. Finally, at 285, your champion was Cisco Jimenez from GET Mel Min. Second place was Jackson Simmons from Prairie du Chien. Third place was Kaneo Maphis from Black River Falls, and then Braden Kleppy from Richland Center hangs on to fourth place. So there's your wrap-up for the Richland Center Super Regional. Again, thanks to Western Video Productions for putting on this today here and sponsoring both the live broadcast and the tape delay that will show up later on the YouTube broadcast. Again, for Carl Zuby, who has jumped in the school bus and headed back towards Viroqua, thank you for watching. Remember, Tuesday night, Division II will be at River Valley. These teams that were here today, as far as Prairie du Chien and GET Melmin will be there. And then all these teams, as far as qualifiers, will be at the Wisconsin Dells Team Sectional Division II at Wisconsin Dells next Saturday. Again, thanks for your time. This is Kirk Layer, and again for Carl Zuby signing off, and we appreciate you and all you do for Wisconsin wrestling. Thank you and goodbye.
You are